These are the last 5 issues of Magik's solo run. The Demon Queen baddie. But she's not the Demon Queen anymore. It's actually Madeline Pryor, the Goblin Queen. And there's a rebel group of demons that don't like her. And they're planning a coup. Boom, motherfucker, they're already blowing shit up. And this is the last thing that Madeline needs. Too much stress for her. Magik, Psylocke, and Jugs are cleaning up the last Liminal's demons. Then she gets a mental message about the attack on the Limbo Embassy. She portals into Manhattan to check on the destruction. Then Madeline busts out the rubble. Ileana, what you doing here? I got this. Kneel, demon. She reads his mind for tea time and finds out that they rigged her office to explode. And she wants to deal with Limbo's internal affairs on her own without the help of Ileana. Now Magik put Maddie in charge so she can free up time for her to deal with Cal and not have to babysit anyone. Maddie tells Magik that the demons are creating a weapon that rivals the Scythe of Sorrows and even Magik's soul sword. They have a meeting with the other demons at the Limbo Castle. She found out that they used ancient magic to hide the location of their leaders from detection, but the scouts found out that they're in the Ravine of the Wastes. Magik has a moment where she gets a little demonic. Send a battalion to back us up or don't, but just know there will be consequences. The rebel demons are in the Ravine of the Wastes, trying to forge their own sword from the fabric of Limbo because they believe that it's their birthright to rule since the queens are divided. Psych, bitch, here they are pulling up like absolute baddie. What a nice paddle right here, a fucking soul sword and the Synth of Sorrows. These demons view humans as playthings. They don't like to talk to them and they think they're weak, so they go on the attack. Magik notices that they've upgraded to using blood magic and that their sword can eat the power of her sword. They start slicing and dicing, demon to fey. Magik wants to trust Maddie running Limbo, but she can't have another invasion. Meanwhile, Maddie can hear her thoughts the whole time and she's all like, are your concerns with me, Magik? But then the leaders appear behind Maddie and gets the drop on her. They summon their blade for the kill, but Magik shuts that shit down real quick because of her connection to Limbo. She takes it and throws it right back in his fucking face. She transforms into her balanced state. Names have power in Limbo, and she actually gains control over their sword by naming it the Wraith Sword. The queens share a sentimental moment. Magik doesn't want her healing to cause Maddie harm. She wants to make sure she can handle Limbo. They come to an agreement to involve each other more whenever they need each other's help. But back at the Society of the Eternal Dawn's headquarters, where Embodiment is running shit, Danny Moonstar calls her for help. She needs to bring Cal over because now he's a vessel for Liminal. Going into issue 7, Magik and Danny on the cover looking epic as fuck, and we pick up with Magik sneaking up on Danny in the Badlands of South Dakota. She wanted to check up on Cal because she put a tracking spell on him, but she can't read it anymore because the base's defenses are interfering with it. Danny shoots off some arrows while she gets tackled by Magik. So Danny takes her to the safe room where they're holding Cal at. They get past the guards. Magik sees Cal and gives him a nice old hug. But oh shit, it's not Cal anymore, it's Liminal. He possessed the body, and now he's taunting Magik. Eliana's ritual to contain Liminal failed, and because of it, he has full control of Cal's body. And he's no longer bound to his domain. And the guards don't like the Dark Child, so once they see her charge up, they make an attack, while Danny's trying to calm everything down. But the blindfolded guard gets past and makes an attack, and Magik just summons her Wraith Sword and drains his blood spell. Then Magik goes Dark Child and starts fighting off the clay dolls, slices them in half. Bitch, that's it! The guards are getting some hits in, but it's not enough to take Magik fully down. And she's only doing it to protect Cal, not Liminal. And he's all like, is there even a difference anymore? Then blindfolded guard casts a Solaris Incantum spell. It takes away Magik's weapons, so she can't summon it through a pocket dimension anymore. And then the embodiment pops up. Everyone calm the fuck down. Eliana's a guest because she's the one who defeated Liminal in the first place. Magik's #1 priority is just getting Cal back to normal. And she knows he ain't safe there because the guards just want him dead. The embodiment takes Magik on a tour. She shows her how she created the tower by confining a falling star and forcing it to invert. But Magik ain't impressed, but she does look around and she's all like, oh, the embodiment's got everything under control and order over here. Embodiment introduces Magik to the Library of Fates. It's a nexus for prophetic information. Basically, the connection she forged with the realm arms her hunters with the prophetic knowledge to prevent disasters before they occur. And Magik's like, fuck the bullshit, I just need to separate Cal and Liminal. I'll just get Dr. Strange to do it. And they're all like, he ain't even in this realm anymore. So here's a deal of trust. We'll let you take Liminal, but on the condition that we'll need a physical tether, so that if he escapes, his movement and magic are restricted. And Liminal's just right there chirping. How naive, my power will grow no matter what, you can't prevent this shit. And Embodiment kneels right in front of him, she's all like, oh, say less. Bitch rips his fucking heart out of his chest. Magik's freaking out like, yo, what the fuck you doing? And she's all like, don't worry, this magic spell doesn't truly harm his body. This is just collateral, ensuring that peace is all about control, my dear. Going into issue number 8, look at the symbolism on this cover. Magik is in the palm of Liminal's hands. Now we're in Las Vegas, Nevada. There's this couple on a Ferris wheel, and the dude is about to propose to his girl. But then Magik portals in and fucking spears his ass. But look at this action panel, it's looking fucking sick. She's taking him through all these portals and shit. He has a little fucking animal skull pistol he's shooting at her. She's trying to find the Scarlet Eye's base. But Liminal's all like, hey, he don't know shit. He tries using magic, but he has other bindings that are preventing him from using it. And then she threatens Eddie with magical worms that burrow themselves into conscious thought. Eddie gets scared and he spills the tea. Then they portal into the HQ of the Scarlet Eve. Danny wants to leave Liminal behind, but Magik's all like, fuck that, look what he's doing, he's already drawing shit. Danny's like, oh, you're right. You take the left, I'll take the right. Let's get to work on these demons. And look at this shit, they start exploding into like hallucinations and shit, and Magik's all like, Danny, what the hell's going on? It's just an illusion, but I can't tell if it's psychic or magical. And Liminal's just sitting there making it worse. Are all humans this dull? Just hurry up and finish this shit and get out of here. Magik and Danny are doing the best they can to fight off these demons, but they can't trust their senses because it's the Scarlet Eye that's controlling this domain and everything they see. But Liminal's devious ass is actually helping out. He's telling them to slow them down, block their senses, and take away their means of sight. Danny, you manifest fears, right? Well, my biggest fear is being trapped. And Danny's all like, shit, I can work with that. And then it turns out they are humans, and they're all like, oh shit, we're trapped. And Magik's all like, shh, no way, Kimosabi, you're in my house now. And then they all start freaking out, running away. No, run, please don't leave me behind. And then she gets a drop on one, blade to the neck. And this panel is about Magik and Danny not being on the same wavelength while they're fighting. So they need a moment to talk it out and figure out what they're gonna do from here. They both break down a little bit, reminiscing about being kids. And then they come to terms, make up, and now they're friends again. And then they get to the source of the illusions. They walk into a room and find this dude trapped in the Matrix. And he's kind of crazy, he just keeps mumbling the same shit over and over. This guy actually built this entire fortress along with the weapons to keep Magik and Danny trapped in his labyrinth. And then they find out that this was society tech all along, and the only people who have access to this are ex-members of the society. And then boom, he gets fucking headshotted. Oh shit, it's the guard. They were here all along. The cleanup crew. Lexi Larson and her goons were the one to pull the trigger, and she's all like, shit, policy is policy. And that leads us into issue 9, with the symbolism of going back into the fire, choom. They're still on the Las Vegas Strip, on the run from Lexi, but teleportation only bought them a minute. She tosses out a spell that turns into fucking dragons. People see it and they're freaking out. Magik and Danny ready on deck. We knew the society were acting sussy, and this is the confirmation. Danny tries to power up her bow, but they shut down her magic. But then she switches to her psychic bow. So let's get it, bitch. They start wrecking shit. Magik makes a bet to Danny. I bet I can kill the dragons faster than you can knock out the goons. Danny's all like, you're on. Beautiful action panel of Magik slaying this fucking dragon. This is the shit I love to see. And while she's fighting the dragon, she does a countdown. And then she does an ice spell. Fraxium! Shoots out icicles to the dragon, freezes it, and then fucking explodes. And then Magik pulls up on Lexi's scamming ass. Where you going, bitch? Puts her in a chokehold, drags her through the portal, knocks her out on the floor. But oh shit, Danny actually won the bet. They pull back up to the headquarters in South Dakota, Badlands. But oh shit, here's our warm welcome. Yanisha and the blindfold dude, I forgot his name. Basically 2v2 at this point. But Danny and Magik are on the move. Knock knock, motherfucker, we back! But Embodiment actually saw this coming. She has a gift of premonition. This is when Magik finds out that it doesn't come from random prophecies. She's actually a mutant. They have a talk about leadership, and Danny's all like, actions speak louder than words, while Embodiment's all like, a true leader upholds her mission regardless of the cost. She tells them that she knew about the downfall of Krakoa all along, and they're all like, oh hell no. And Embodiment's all like, fuck all this waiting around shit. I have his heart, his life is under my control. All we can do is ensure a painless execution. But surprise bitch, I removed Liminal's bindings before we even stepped foot in the building. But as Liminal's working his dark magic, it's already counteracted, and Embodiment's all like, alright, so what's it gonna be, violence or peace? I guess violence, bitch, you better run! Oh shit, now we gotta dip. The magic's too strong over here. And that brings us to the final issue. Magik and Danny posted up like it's a fucking movie cover over here. So here we are picking up with Magik and Danny versus the entire society of Eternal Dawn. And they're actually stuck in this fucking maze because there's hordes of sorcerers coming at them. Even Liminal's putting in work. Even Magik and Liminal have to work together, double teaming their spells. The scream of Surtur. And here comes Embodiment again, trying to talk him down, justifying her sussy ass behavior. But Danny ain't trying to hear that. She fires a bow at her. Well, she fucking deflects it with a rapier sword. But Danny casted an illusion spell to have Yanisha and Kian listening in on the whole time. And they're actually thinking about switching sides. But Embodiment ain't going out without a fight. She goes in and stabs Magik in the fucking throat to prevent her from casting spells. But Magik heals herself and she's all like, fine. Spells only slow me down, bitch. They get to the sword fighting 1v1. But Embodiment is actually kind of out moving her right now. She kicks Magik through the door, but Magik's just trying to buy time. She's trying to talk her down as best as she can. But Embodiment ain't trying to hear that. She's at peace with what she is. This is her life now. They end up in the Library of Fates, and Embodiment says that she's the first mortal to forge a connection, just like how Ileana forged a connection to Limbo. And Magik has to run away for a little bit because she knows that Embodiment is a stronger swordsman than her, and her premonitions only amplify her ability. Well, she pulls a clutch-ass counter on her ass. Bitch, I'm a swordswoman, and also a mage. I keyed each spellbook to trigger a spell, creating a minefield of magic around her, just in time for one last fight to get the drop on her sorry ass. When Embodiment ain't paying attention to what's behind her and Magik gets a fucking kick on her ass, they fall through the portal, and Magik comes in and slices her fucking sword in half. And this is where we see Magik act like an actual leader, because she's all like, your mission isn't inherently wrong. I'm not gonna force you to talk or be good, but maybe being trapped in this realm will give you a chance to think. And I'll be back after I take care of Liminal, which he's already fucking shit up and there's body parts and blood splattering everywhere. Well, Magik remembers when Liminal was talking about the inverted star, how he was interested in it, and she was all like, science ain't your expertise, you're about magic. That was Cal breaking through. He found a solution and the final power source for my spell. And she actually knocks Liminal's true form out of Cal's body. But when he goes back in to attack Magik, he's halted, he's stuck still. And it's Cal, baby, he's back. And he's dropping that science. The star's equilibrium allows both of us to coexist. The outward force of your power is neutralized by the inward force of my soul. So now that Liminal's sealed again, Cal's still fucked up and his body needs a rest. And he thanks Ileana for being there for him, for not giving up and acting like a big sister for him. And we got the remaining sorcerer survivors just chilling. And Magik tells Danny you would make a good leader. And Cal just wants to go back to school so he can feel normal again. But he doesn't want this to be goodbye. And Magik's all like, please, I'm your new foster sister now. And I'm ready to try something new, to find balance and rediscover who I am outside of everything that happened. And that concludes Magik's 10-issue solo series. I fucking love this story. I love Magik. She's one of my favorite mutant baddies. And the story doesn't stop there. Her next arc is Magik and Colossus. Can't wait to read that one. See ya.